I started collecting evidence to try to prove to people I was innocent of all this. I text messages, emails, and any social media posts that showed James's behavior. It was exhausting, but I knew I had to fight back. I spent nights digging through our old messages, trying to find anything that could prove he had started the rumors. One evening, as I was going through old chat logs, I found something that made my blood run cold. James had texted me that night, right after our argument, saying he was going to make sure I paid for what I had done. It was a chilling message, one that confirmed my worst fears. I printed everything out and took it to a lawyer, hoping that this evidence would be enough to take James to court for defamation. I knew it wasn't going to get him an actual sentence, but I was hoping it would be enough to scare him into admitting the truth. The lawyer I consulted was a seasoned professional, known for handling cases like mine. After reviewing the evidence, he was confident that we had a solid case. We filed a lawsuit against James for defamation and emotional distress. The news spread quickly, and suddenly, the school was battleground. James's followers turned against me, while those who knew the truth were behind me. The first few court hearings were really scary. I had never been in a courtroom before, and I was asking myself if what I was doing was even worth the trouble and money. James showed up with his lawyer. My lawyer was relentless, using piece of evidence to build a compelling case. Witnesses who had seen James's posts and heard his threats started coming forward, adding weight to my side of the story. The turning point came when James's own girlfriend testified. She revealed that James had confided in her about his plan to ruin my reputation. She said he had fabricated the entire story to get back at me for the argument. The courtroom was stunned into silence as she detailed how James had manipulated everyone, including her. Her testimony was a hammer blow to James's defense, and it started to crumble. Seeing James's shocked face, I felt a mix of happiness and sadness. The person I had known for so long was unraveling before my eyes. The lies he had spun were being exposed, and the reality of his actions was sinking in. The judge, too, seemed moved by the evidence. He granted a temporary restraining order against James, preventing him from contacting me or spreading any more rumors. As the court date drew nearer, James's attitude changed. The confident and cocky attitude was replaced by desperation. He started showing up at my school, trying to apologize and explain himself. He sent me countless messages, pleading for a chance to talk. The messages ranged from sincere apologies to threats, but they all showed that he was scared. One day, he approached me in the hallway. "Please, man, you have to understand. I never meant for it to get this far," he said. "I was just so angry, and I didn't think about the consequences." I told him that the damage had already been done and if he should have come to this realization before ruining my entire reputation. Some time passed but James's apologies continued. He begged me not to take it to court, promising he would do anything to make it right. His parents also got involved, calling mine, begging for their child's forgiveness, and asking me to drop the charges. They were desperate to fix the mess their son had created, but the damage was done. I spent nights thinking about what to do. Part of me wanted to forgive James, to believe in the friendship we had once shared. But the other part knew that letting him off the hook would be unfair to everyone who had suffered because of his lies. My parents, my teachers, and most importantly, myself, deserved justice. In the end, I decided to go through with the lawsuit. It wasn't just about proving my innocence. It was about setting a precedent. I wanted to show that lies and betrayal have consequences. I informed James and his family of my decision, and the look of defeat in James's eyes was almost heartbreaking. The day of the trial arrived, and the courtroom was packed. James sat across from me. The trial was intense, with both sides presenting their arguments and evidence. My lawyer laid out the case with precision.